So next up, we had the tag team title match, and my God, was this a great match.
Speaking of the wrong person winning,
this is round one of Tony Khan is completely disconnected from the audience.
Yeah.
Completely. He has no, you know what? I'm full heel tonight. He has no goddamn clue what the audience wants or what they expect. And let me see.
Did you expect him to be that over?
No, I did. I expected him to be over, but not that over.
Yeah.
And when Keith and Swerve won, nope. Okay. I was about to make a comment this for the next match.
Okay.
But either way, everyone was disappointed. It seemed like everyone was disappointed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, took the air out of that. I don't know what his plans are. I know he likes to stick to his plans, but whatever his plans were Keith Swerve, he should have changed them. In the middle of that match, he should have gotten word to the referee, figure out a new ending. The Acclaimed are going over tonight, and this is going to be. It would have been one of the top 5 moments in the history of the company.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, I don't think he will ever do that.
Yeah.
I think he is too married to his long-term plans, to his detriment.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, the Young Bucks were the Young Bucks before AEW. FTR was FTR in WWE and NXT.
Right.
This would be the first true.
Yes.
Jurassic Park kind of. I think this is the first true homegrown champions.
Yeah, they were brought in separately.
Yes.
In 2020,
created this
they were brought in during the pandemic, and Max Caster was basically a jobber. He was literally teaming with Dr. Luther and Serpentico.
Yeah.
In 2020. And then 6 months later, he put, this was a Tony Khan creation.
Yeah.
He put Bowens and Caster together.
His crowning achievement.
Yes.
Yeah. The thing is, this is going to be a Thunder Rosa situation where they're going to get the titles in a year.
Yep.
And it's going to be past time.
You'll never get that. You'll never get that night back. You will never get that.
This was the time.
Yeah.
And it was a huge mistake. Yeah. And but this was the first of a number of examples where I think Tony's completely disconnected from what's happening.
I did notice somewhere in the as I was in the Fight Game Media Facebook group a lot during the show, and I wish I could pull it up to find out who said it, but they were like, "It's 2022. Would you have ever thought that Billy Gunn would be insanely more over than Keith Lee in a match?"
For real.
Yeah.
For real. That's a great point. Whoever said that, I'm going to find out who it was. That is a brilliant
also, to their credit, Keith and Swerve played the heel part really well, and they did it really well of working it into the match instead of I don't know how much they had planned. I can't imagine they had it planned that much because there were so many setups in this match where they could have turned on each other. Yeah. Yep. Where, I think they each flies into Keith Lee and vice versa. Yep.
This was a great match. Do you think this was the best match? Do you think this is a better match than the Trios title match?
Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah.
All right. These
Mostly
were because they were 1 and 2 with me.
Yeah.
The crowd was so into this. Yeah. Like you texted me, everybody loves the Acclaimed.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the Acclaimed.
Everybody loves the Acclaimed.
Everybody wants to be scissored by Daddy Ass.
Yeah.
And then after the match, Keith Lee reaches out with the scissors. And Daddy Ass scissors him back, but nobody else will scissor him. No one else.
And I think the plan was that they were all going to scissor. I think the plan was that they were all 5 going to do it, and it was going to be, we still whatever. And they were not having it. The crowd was not having it. And the Acclaimed, at least to their credit, were like, we're not going to go along with that.
Even if this leads to more matches between them, where the Acclaim takes the title, whenever that is, that's not the right time. This was the right time.
This was the time.
This was absolutely the right time.
They missed it. I can't wait to hear Dave Meltzer on his review talk about Jumbo Tsuruta and Mitsuharu Misawa when he was there that night, and Giant Baba sitting at the what's the story? He was sitting at the merch stand before the show, where he would sit at the merch stand, sign autographs and stuff.
Yeah.
and he could tell by the crowd they were chanting Misawa and stuff in the stands while they were waiting to buy merch. And at sitting there, he sent word back, change the ending to the thing. God. And I wish they had done that during the match.
I wish Tony Khan would have done that. By the way, my laughter at that was not at Dave Meltzer, was because I kind of knew where this was going, and I love this. Because let me tell you, if anybody ever wants to call me a Dave Meltzer nut hugger, yeah, I am. I've worked for Dave Meltzer. I freaking love Dave Meltzer. Dave's right and you're wrong, and I don't care what we're talking about. You're wrong.
That could be a shirt.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got the women's championship match between Toni Storm, Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, those poor women coming up after that match. Brutal.
This was not the time for this match on the card.
You know what would have been good right after is the Jungle Boy Christian Cage match. That's
absolutely right. You want to know what would have been good right after this match? Any fucking body else winning but Toni Storm, because the crowd doesn't want Toni Storm to win. The crowd wants Britt Baker. The crowd needs Britt Baker.
This crowd wanted Jamie Hayter.
This crowd did want Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter would have been fine. That would have been actually awesome, because it would have created the tension between her and Britt Baker. Mm-hmm. The division needs Britt Baker, though.
Yeah.
But Tony Khan planned out a damn year ago that it was going to be Toni Storm now. So Toni Storm won.
Yeah.
Should not have been Toni Storm. The winner of this match should have been the Acclaimed in the previous match, and then do anything else in this match.
Yeah.
Anything else. Toni Storm is not over.
No.
She's not.
No.
And it drives me crazy. And this was part 2 of Tony Khan doesn't have a clue what the crowd wants, or else he does not care. He thinks he cares, but he does not care. All he cares is what he drew out in his notebook in bed
and tested out in his TEW
inside the
simulator.
Jaguars facility.
Yeah.
What was that?
And tested out in his TEW simulator game.
That's exactly right. And it's so
I'm sure Tony scored really well in the simulation, but but yeah, you're right. And I think especially how it was placed on the show, I think that crowd, like, that was the first time I've ever seen an AEW crowd ready to turn on AEW the way that WWE would turn on the company before. Like, I think I put it in one of the posts or whatever that when that match started, I said, this crowd is going to get behind Jamie Hayter and they're going to boo everybody else because they're just in the mood to be ornery now. Like, you ripped them off from what they wanted, and then now they're just going to crap on whatever you give them. And they didn't quite do that, but they just looked like they were like, I think everybody, instead of watching that match, was sitting there talking to each other about the last match.
Yeah. The AEW, not the AEW created that situation.
Yeah.
They created it. They should have had a clue, but they don't have a clue because they don't understand how over the Acclaimed are, and the fact they needed that title right then on this show. Even if they didn't know ahead of time, they should have known during the match. They should have changed the finish.
Yeah.
And anybody winning this match probably would have gotten not what you wanted out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Toni Storm was the exact wrong choice.
Mm-hmm.
Of all
Shida
of
would have been better.
Four,
of those four,
everyone would have been better.
Everyone would have liked her. Everyone would have liked it if she had won. They even had the story of her coming back after getting hurt. If Jamie had won, people would have gone insane.
I would have popped off the couch.
Yeah.
And I've got a really bad back right now, but I would have suffered a devastating injury for this. And
I think if Britt had won, if Britt had won, they would have kind of crapped on it, but it would have been okay because she was the heel.
Yeah. And you're going to lead, and it's going to lead to a match with Thunder Rosa, and we know they hate each other.
Yeah.